who commented, and there's going to be a gift for them, so that you can have more data, so we can keep engaging ourselves online. Not sharing details. All right, let's go. So last week somebody mentioned about how do I sell, right? How do I convince prospects? How do I make sales? We are entering 2024. What are the informations I need to arm myself with, right? What are the I needed to? There's something I must know about that I have to understand in details in selling. And I said, okay, let me come back and I have something for you. Please, Mama, you're disturbing the view there. This madam can sit down. She's a woman. She can sit there. Who is managing this? Are you managing? So she can just sit somewhere as a woman. All right. So, okay, I have something for you. So this message today is psychological tricks to boost sales and persuade prospective customers. Yes. Changing and models are changing. How to make sales are also changing every day. During our own time, we used to go out to sell with just flyers. There was no internet or online sales mechanism then. All we used to do was just to go out, meet with somebody, talk, give the person the flyer, and you start conversing with the person, and from there you make your sales. Or we used to organize large programs, forums, seminars. Go to banks, organizations, but the world has changed. Now we do more of the digital way of selling. Now, 70% of sales are done online now. In fact, COVID brought about that. The world was projecting that maybe in the next 10, 20 years, we have to be selling or communicating or having our meetings. But COVID fast-forwarded the process and brought it in. Now with the online way of doing things, you can be in your classroom remotely and just at home. You can also work from home. You can do so many things online. And it's really helping. Making the world a better place to live in. All right. The first step from my hand here, it says, convincing customers that change is good. I'm coming. You have to believe in yourself first. That's my first point. I'm still going into the slide, but I have this short point I jotted there. Believe in yourself. That can I make this sale? Do I have what it takes to sell? Do I have the required knowledge, information? Do I have the energy, the strength? Do I know my audience? Do I understand this industry very well? Do I know what I'm doing? Am I in the right place? What is even the reason for me being in this industry? Is it by accident? Am I an accidental realtor? Because I just found myself as a realtor because there was no job in the company? Or is there a compelling drive that brought me in there? Am I here as a solution provider, or am I just here? You need to what? Understand the reason. Fine, there's nothing wrong in you being an accidental realtor. But you remaining as one, that's where the problem is. You can switch and what? Becoming the most sought after realtor as one of the industry best by having the required knowledge and understanding what you're doing and doing it well. And how do you go about that? By gaining knowledge. Knowing all the helps. Talk about documentations, you have it. You talk about the site development, you understand it. You talk about the office, the workings. From which step, one step to the other, how do you navigate yourself? You understand it. Talk about going for site inspections. What do I need to say there? So believing in yourself is very key. Because those people you want to sell to, they have 3 fears. I'm going to explain 3 fears. 3 F. The first is the fear of the consequence of what they want to enter, what you are telling them. As let me say, average Nigerian believe that anybody coming to market anything, you are just a scammer. So that fear is there. Don't be deceived, please. Everybody here. Even you sit there, somebody saying, come and buy this phone. The first thing is that, hope this phone is working. I'm not buying a stolen phone or fake. I remember I once bought a phone with fufu. Computer village. I remember I lost 14,000 naira that year. Before I do anyway. It's been a long year. So that first fear of the consequence of doing it is there. So everybody wants to keep to themselves until I get the clearance to move. The fear of the unknown. That is something will not just happen anywhere. Buying this property, one policeman will not just come knock my door and say, you have bought a wrong land. Yeah, let's go to the station. The fear of the unknown. So somebody you are marketing to already is scared of you. And you are saying you are not selling. This person is scared. You need to find a way to take off what? It's very important. You need to unveil it before selling. That's number 1. Number 2, fear of discomfort or pain. You are taking them off their normal realm. The little money they have, which they are enjoying every month, you are saying, come and part with your money. Parting with money. Nobody wants to part with any money. Even you sitting here. Hello? Residents in the estate have bought houses of 35 million naira. They are not ready to pay 5,000 naira for maintenance fee every month. What is the maintenance fee for? For electricity, for road, for maintenance, for security. They are not ready. That is to tell you that nobody is ready to work part with money. So you need to work on that. That's another point you have to work on. Number 3, talk about fear of the unknown, discomfort, fear of consequences. Hope after buying this, hope I'm going to be a better person. Now that's how, when you are knowledgeable about the industry, you'll be able to take off all these fears and you switch to the next level. Everybody is scared in Nigeria. And that's why, as you are seated here, none of you can release any of your children to work on this road. Can you? Can you allow your children to work on this road? They are still small. In Turkey, you see a 3-year-old boy riding bicycle on this road, going like this. We saw so many of them. Hello? So many. 3 years, 5 years. Just going there. You don't see some of them just put on their Not be going. Give them Miraba. That's how you are. You don't be going. There's no fear anywhere. But as a Nigerian, everybody is what? Scared. Let's go. Now, psychological tricks to boost sales and persuade prospective customers. Let's go. The first. What do you need to do? Who is there? Sleeping? Successful sales rely on personalized interactions and effective communication. Yeah, we will delve into. Okay, let's go next. Thank you, my brother. God bless you. Number one says, be natural and avoid scripts. Be natural and avoid what? Scripts. You don't, as at your level, you can't be marketing one person or a group of people and be looking at the information from your phone or having one book in front of you. You should be able to speak for like 1 hour without looking at anything. You must be able to answer questions without. You must be an authority in this industry for you to switch into the realm of constant selling. I know of some guys in this company that are selling every week. They earn commission weekly. For you to become an authority, you have to go what? Avoid script and become natural. Living everything. And be focused in your industry. It says customers seek genuine conversations with real individuals. Genuine what? They are sensing you, they are reading you. Somebody that is scared. As you are talking, they are psyching you up from head to toe. Look at his shoe. Look at this one that I want to sell to me. I know some of them, they have watched several skits. They have seen so many of these. Look at this man. He's even looking at the information. Let me check the CEO phone number. Let me check the site. You must avoid scripts. You must be strong and bold and understanding. Let's go next. Of time. I've asked about the client's well-being. It is not enough you just asking for sales. You can try to understand what they are going through. Everybody in this life is going through one thing or the other. Everybody. And that's how the world is being programmed. Everybody. Ask about, sir, how do you do? How's your family? How is work? Hope this economy is not affecting you. Hope your industry is okay. And okay, you can even go into politics sometimes. You switch into sports. Some of them are interested in sports. You switch, and after all this conversation, you go back to your business. Then the person that this guy is interested in, okay, let me even make you as my friend. If the person is not buying, I can tell you authoritatively that they can refer you. Number 3. Use names while talking with a client. But in this, you need to ask. You can ask me, okay, how do you want to be addressed, sir? Some are interested in this chieftaincy title. They want you to call them chief. Some wants doctor. Some will say, I am engineer. Say, I am professor. But some will say, just call me Mr. Shegun. It's okay, that's fine. And as you are saying, Mr. Shegun, that's what keeps hammering. Everybody wants to be called by their first name. There is this babyish nature in the human that when they call you by your first name, you become humble. It's natural. You are connecting with the root of the person. Just like Mr. Justice, how are you? You feel relaxed. Natural. But when you just say, sir, it can be, sir, you're not connecting to that route. Just like you, okay. Some of your friends, when you were in secondary school, they used to call your friend yourself names. You all have names. And as you grow, you start getting other names. But when you now get to one area and someone now call you that name, you look at this is somebody that knows me very well. And that baby's nature comes in. And you forget about so many things. You want to what? Connect. So from the beginning, get that information. Ask, how do you like to be what? Addressed. Let's go. Prove product superiority over competitors. There are several industry players. There are what? Players. But you must be able to prove that you stand out from the crowd. Let me give you one very funny gist. One of our clients, bought a 3-bedroom in the Bluestone. And because they dug out very big trees too, right inside her, the foundation of her house during the building process. So she now said, no, I'm not interested in that house again. Give me another place because of those 2 big holes, that she saw. She was scared. And that delayed we had to change and hello. She went to, there's a forum in UK that UK Nigerians in diaspora, they belong. She went there to report us that they should blacklist the company from selling in UK. So the moderator of the now called that I have not seen this company. Nobody has ever come to. Let me ask what actually happened before. After my conversation with the person, I know this company can be. The guy said they have blacklisted over 30 companies in Nigeria that they cannot what? Buy anything from. So you need to, at that point, you need to be what? Be able to convince this person you are prospecting that you stand out from the crowd. I told him that we are the biggest providers of affordable homes in Nigeria. No company comes close. Today, in Nigeria, we still have the most affordable project, which is our 2-bedroom bungalow, 6.5 million naira. And you have 2 years to pay, 24 months, interest-free. Even federal government does not have such plan. 2 years, no interest. A 2-bedroom pre-finished, you come in without any issue, you do your finishing to your taste. Hello, I have checked personally. And I told them, the challenges in Nigeria is enormous. And we have so much. I spoke about the cement, even the materials. We usually pay to Lafarge every month 10 trucks of cement. And in the last 3 months, to get 2 trucks has been challenging. 2 trucks every month. They have our money. They give us products. It's a problem. Some building materials like tiles, POP, aluminium, windows, the roof, so challenging. In fact, almost every day they are changing prices. Today they will tell you it's 5 million naira per ton or this. Next tomorrow it says it's 5.5. And there's nothing. Even iron. 9 inches block is now about 600 and something naira. 650. When we were building that 2018, it was like maybe 150 or 180. Is that how much? and we are still building affordable homes. I said, sir, you two don't even want such a company to go down. I said, that's true. I said, to operate in Nigeria is not easy. Thank you. God bless you. So you must be able to prove product superiority over competitors. That your company what stands out. You've been able to provide affordable homes. You have the best of the best projects in Nigeria. You have this, you have that. You always deliver. You can speak on the 4 Ds that is companies that are core value, what we stand on, which is what? Determination. We are always determined into achieving anything we want to achieve. And that has what kept us going, despite all the challenges. Most companies are shutting down their sites. We are still building. As we speak, we are building in 6 locations. Phase 1 extension, Bluestone, we are building every day there. In Lasamaja, we are working every day. Hilltop, we are working there. And Ikorodu. Also, Osengiri, thank you. That means that's 7. Ideda, we have moved to sites. We are filling every day. In fact, we have got almost about 1,000 trucks now of cement, of sand. It's not easy to it doesn't come easy. If you go to the start, I was looking at because we have been giving, the green light. So determination, because we are determined. We talk about documentation. Out of our 24, 25 estates, just only Gold City is yet to be accredited to have the right documents. We talk about development. I just spoke about development. 7 estates. Every day, workers are there. I was at Treasure on Friday, and we trekked from the gate down almost about 2.5 kilometers from the gate to the end of the estate. And I saw workers that I saw in 2018 that entered into there, still working. Over 400 workers working there. So you talk about that your company is superior. That if you are to fear anything, the only fear is that you are becoming a landlord. And that's the best for you. There's nothing to fear. Let's go. Keep initiating further conversation. Please, I want you to be rich in mind. As you grow, be rich in what? Engaging customers by leading discussions, asking open-ended questions, and willing providing information helps maintain dynamic interaction. You keep engaging them. There is always, you must not be off. Yes. You must not be what? Off. You come. Don't say this view. You must not be off. You must be engaging them. Be engaging. Be engaging. Next one. Specify positive characteristics of the customer. As you have initiated the conversation, you must have seen one thing or the other that you like about the person. You must spot it out. And that sometimes that's why, as a realtor, you must not only depend on just you want to market, you must also be spiritually inclined. Holy Spirit must be speaking to you. So as you are talking to the client, the Holy Spirit is telling you about the problem of the client. And sometimes you're not giving prophecy, but you are highlighting some positive traits that the client has. And the person will look at, how did you get to know? I can sense it. I can what? Says acknowledging and highlighting a customer's positive attribute during conversation can positively influence their behavior. Simply phrases like you are one of the best clients or it is a pleasure to do business with you. I encourage you are one of the best clients I have done business with in this world. Say, hey, yes, sir. Just a little line to encourage your client or your prospect. You are one of the very best I have had conversations about marketing real estate in this world. Let's go. Act on emotions. Appealing to customers' emotions often influences their decisions more than rational argument. In Africa, we do more on emotions. In the Western world, they deal more on what? Rational. They are mentally thinking. In the Western world, they are what? And that's why they are what? They are objective. But in Nigeria, in Africa, we are what? Subjective. In our decisions. So you need to work on the emotions. If you can get the emotion, that's all. And that's why people easily get duped in Nigeria. Because they don't. Some of them just get into the site and see houses. That's all. They don't ask for anything again. They don't even know maybe there should be a document or there should be a form or a deed to sign or anything. So you need to deal more on what? The emotion. Delve into it. Thank you. Emotions. But in the Western world, you see them telling you, okay, document. The first thing is that they ask you, are you a registered realtor? Because for you to practice real estate in the Western world, you must be registered. In Dubai, for you to hold a mic like this to speak, public speaking, you must be registered. So for you to practice, you must be registered. So that's the very first thing. You must show your realtor's what? License. The next is the document for the property you are talking about. The third is, okay, the location. What is government talking about? The location. Detailed information. But in Nigeria, just say, I sold to your brother last year and he bought from me alone. Can buy. All the people from Ijebu, they are in this location. They bought, most of the Ijebus bought here. Hey, my people from Ijebu, you know, we are so entangled with religion, ethnicity, you know, political affiliations. These people that are here, they are you too. They are the what's it called? These obedient members. Obedient members, they are here. Okay, I am buying. We strike more on what? Emotions. We lean more on emotions than what? Rational. So look for what? How you can enter them through the emotions. If you can capture the emotions, you just make it very easy. Say, in this area, most of my customers said they are Igbos. And they are building houses. Igbos, there are so many Igbos there. Oh, that's this estate, you can make your money back in 3 years. Tell me how to do that. 3 years, if you buy it, this is extra. Okay, that's true. Let me pay. Without asking on any other thing. I did that for somebody here for Ilasa Maja. I said, sir, do you know you can make your money back in 5 years? And I gave him the analysis. Immediately, he just paid the first initial deposit that day. Without asking for, is there a document for Ilasa or something? And that's why you see some real estate guys in Lekki, they package. You know, when you get to the office, you see the packaging. So when you get there and you see the environment, so you can't, this person, they can't dupe me here. This office is not too beautiful, but because they have been able to capture their what. So you want to make sales, work on their emotions. That's good. Thank you. Present yourself as a business representative or advisor, anyone, as a consultant. I mentioned it last week. You present yourself as a business advisor. And you are telling them that if they buy this, they will get this. As a business advisor, as a consultant, as a broker, not as a realtor now, as a consultant, as what? Not as a marketer, as a broker. You are broke, deals. Adopting a consultative approach and positioning yourself as a problem solver rather than a pushy salesperson. There is a solution there as a consultant. That if you buy this project, you can never regret it in life. This 2-bedroom is selling for 6.5. In 2 years' time, it can't be less than what? 10 million naira. And that is the truth. Okay, let's do one analysis. Your client bought 10 units of 2-bedroom in Treasure, right? At what rate? 6 million. Currently, we are selling that same 2-bedroom for what? 12 million. What return on investment is that? 100%. If you had kept the money in Nigerian bank between then and there, the money by now will be how much? 6 million times 10, 60 million. If you want to bring back the money from the bank now, how much is it going to be? They would have taken and you now check the value of what you could have bought then. And now, the value, that's 60 million. What can 60 million naira buy now? With 160 million, apart from the appreciation value, which is 100% return. Then talk about the value of the 60 million naira now. If you have the 60 million naira to buy something now. Purchasing power. The purchasing power. So you present yourself as a businessman. Like I said last week, as a CEO. You talk like the CEO. You communicate like the CEO. You behave like one. You connect like one. You think like one. You operate like one. It's very important. 6 million, now 12 million. This is balling. Hello? And if they rented that place out, that place would have generated money. If you are rented the 10, you bought it 1 year, 2020. So 3 years, if it's generating maybe 300,000 naira on one, that's 3 million naira. So by now you would have gotten how much? 9 million naira. Free money. You can reinvest the such money. So you have nothing to lose. By now you should be operating with data. You should be talking in value. You should be telling them percentage. Return on percentage. Return on value. 100% return. Like somebody that bought 5 million naira, the very first set, like the Filo people, as Hilltop, we sold for 5 million naira. Is that not today? How much return is that? 200 return percent. 300. 5 million to 50 million. That's 200%. Let me now shock you. Why will accept 300%? Somebody said 300, but I'll prove it and accept it. The location that we gave to them allocated, that frontal side by the gate can go for 20 million naira today. So 5 million to 20 million naira, what's the return on that? 300 return percentage. Within how many years? Less than 3 years. If you have kept that 5 million naira 3 years ago or 2 years ago, how much is the 5 million today? So you operate like what? A business, a consultant. Not as just a salesperson. You don't want to just because of daily livelihood, survival, just need money. No, you sit them down and analyze. You tell them if you have a house over your head, 50% of your problem is solved. One woman bought Alagbado 12.5 million naira for a 3-bedroom bungalow. And because she got to that place, and she now saw her, they gave me the extension. They didn't give me. I want my money back. I said, this is village people. Hey, village. The same property is currently selling for 25 million. We now said, don't worry, we'll give you your money back, but we'll pay you back in 3 installments. Said no problem. And that was how we paid her. I remember the day she came to pick the third payment about a month ago. I looked at her and said, village, this is real village. The money, she didn't get the money at once. It was splitted, and there is no value of that 12.5 she can buy for a 3-bedroom with Gerard finishing. Even the price of the Gerard alone now is like just like the 12.5 million naira. So there's nothing like there's nothing stopping you to become a business consultant, consulting to your prospects, showing them the future, holding them by their hand and saying, that is the future. I can take you there. And let's go together. I used to talk about my father's house in Vesta. He's alive. The young man saying they pays him 2 million naira every year. The house he bought, the farm he took with just 3 naira in 1977. He saw the future. We lived in that house. We were there between 1980, 1977 to like 1990. We enjoyed it. He has been generating the rent between 1990 to this point. He has finished paying government and he's still collecting his money. If my daddy wants to spend 2 million naira in a year, he can't even spend it. Okay, let's divide 2 million naira in a year. That's about 130,000 naira per month, have you? Thereabout. Divide 130 for 30 days. How much is that? 130 divided by 4.5. He's not going anywhere. He doesn't need to lose money. But even if he's going to be spending 4.5 per day, he's self-sufficient. So he has been able to secure his future. He saw the future. He bought that future and he kept it. So you can buy a future through real estate. And who is going to show them? You. So when you are not doing like a salesperson and you're not showing them the future, that's why they're not buying from you. That's why. That's why you're not selling. Is somebody getting it? Yes. That's the next one. Let customers decide on the next step. It's very important. I've seen a consultant that became abusive. He was abusive. I'm not fighting the prospect because the prospect wasn't coming forth. Let them decide. It is their money. Have you? It's not your money. If somebody is not buying, go to the next person. There are about 200 million people in Nigeria. In fact, all over the world, there are about 8 billion people. Go to the next person. In this company, we saw an Australian that bought a plot of land in Alagbado. Not even a Nigerian at all. So you too can sell to anybody. You have a very free world to fly. You fly your fly, you know. Have my fly. Allow them to enjoy, to decide. Allow them to what? To decide. At that point, you'll be sending them some sweet messages. Happy New Month. Happy New Week. Happy New Day. Happy New Happy New Minute. Not be tickling their brain, their emotion, working on This guy is not too funny, Sha. Happy, just, yeah, just give them one happy day, you know. All right, next one. How are you? Strong belief in change. You see, this is very important. Life keeps changing. As a realtor, understand that life is transient. The person you are marketing today might be a poor man today. Tomorrow can become a rich man. I don't have the money to buy today and have money to buy tomorrow. Same as well, can have the money today and might have one issue tomorrow. So you must have that understanding. Life is transient. So that you have peace and you not be over dependent on the, you know. I remember there was a transaction that a church wanted to buy some hectares of land, and about 3 marketers were involved. I remember one of them was already pricing the house he wanted to buy already from the commission. If we, I said, oh, this is transaction, London, let one fee, let's go around. This will let this transaction survive first. Calm down. Understand that life is what? And that's why you need to manage those times well. Because I have seen some of them that they started from a very low cadre, you know, in their career, and now they are up there. And I've seen some of them buying from A, B, C, D. You keep buying. Several. I have seen somebody that once, you know, that once came back to this office to get his money and he traveled out. After 2 years, he came back and he bought an avenue. Bought 2 plots in Alabama. So when he came for his money then, we gave him what? His money. Because we have the belief, we believe that that is life. Life is transient. It's change. It's not permanent. Eh? It's not permanent. Some songs last year, we were dancing to some people last year's song. This year, some people also came to Limelight. And we are dancing to, just like this man's your church member. Who knew him last year? Nobody. But today he's flying everywhere. He has been to UK. He has, you know, he has, that's life. And same with everybody today. Anything can happen. And the unfortunate thing is that the system is not well structured for you to some opportunities. Let's go. Let's go. Number 11 says knowledge of product and services. I've mentioned this, you must have in-depth knowledge of what you are doing because it will stand you up. Let's go. Understanding fear of change. I've mentioned that overcoming fear through evidence and testimonials. This you must do very well. Overcoming by bringing testimonials. Testimonials. How somebody bought very low and what they are buying now. So many of them want to listen to that story. Some of them are interested. Last year the plot of land there was going for 200,000. It's now 2 million naira. They want to listen to you. Testimonials. You know. Let's go. Let's go after this. This is very important. Ensuring customer satisfaction. For some of you, you know, after selling, you must ensure that they are well satisfied. And how do you satisfy them? By communicating with them regularly. Everybody wants to be connected with. Nobody wants to be abandoned. Nobody. Even God, our Creator, wants you to come and reference Him. Everybody. Let me read it. Regular follow-up post-implementation to ensure the solution meets their needs, what they have got. Provide ongoing support, address prompt and showcasing how the change has positively impacted their goals. Sustain satisfaction solidify the value of change. That is, you are connecting with them that, oh, I have been able to take off your fears, and you are now good. My product, hope it has been able to satisfy your needs. Hope it has added value to your life. Hope it has impacted your life positively. You must follow up, ensuring customers' satisfaction. Let's go. I want to read this to everybody. It's just like a poem, or like on the final note. It says, just like a caption of all what we have been doing. You are not selling a product. You are what? Solving a problem. As a realtor, as a real estate consultant, as a businessman, as a CEO, you are what? Solving a problem. It is not about you. It is about them. It is not about you, the commission you want to make. It's about the client. Because the client, they are the one bringing the money. And that's why in our view, we are customer-centric. We don't joke with our customers. We are always available for our customers. I remember Mr. Nuy's client called me on Saturday. The man that defaulted and wanted to upgrade to 15 million naira program. And we spoke for almost about 1 hour. It is not about you. It is about your customer. Because they have gone to work for the money and they want to give. So part of the money they have worked for is what you also you are going to get your own from. Right? Telling is not selling. Listening is. So not only about you telling. Some of the time you have to what? Listen. Yeah. Listen to your client. Listen to that prospect. Hear the prospect out. From his point, you'll be able to deduce. I forgot to mention this, which our MD likes to use very well. There was a time he said, we should not think about living our own problem. And let's deal with the client or the prospect problem. When you are interested in his problem, the person will be interested in you, interested in his problem. I don't know if you got that. Okay, you have this issue with your school. Can I see your assignment? Let me read through. And you're able to solve the calculations and you send it back to him. Just use as just example. This person says, yeah, the marketer, please come. You have to become my friend. I need to see you in my house. I've had several of that, my church, friends, always trying to see how to support them. My friend, I have a friend, his name is Toby. Toby should be like 13 years old now. He became my friend when he was 1 year old. And we've been very good friends in church. I remember those I used to carry him. So now he's not big, I can't carry him again. So because of him, I took my children to his school that he attends. And there was a day he was actually doing the election for the head boy. And Toby and one guy were contesting. I had to move in and I had to be calling parents. All the people who used to do parent association. Don't tell your children to vote for Toby. And we were watching the thing on my children's laptop because we are seeing the numbers. My children also voted. And that was how Toby won. With just 2 points. And he became the head boy of the school. So you have to be interested in people's what they need. Yes. He's my friend. We see in church, we relate, we talk, we see almost every Sunday. His family, his friends, we are together. His mom, everybody coming to. So that's that. Who are you supporting? In your little way, you should ask yourself, who am I supporting in my little way, in my space? Hope I'm seeing to the needs of the people around me. Because everything is not money. Okay, did I spend any money? No. No. But just what? The mind to support and the heart. And I did it. I called. So it's very important for you to move into their problem. What is the problem? Are you going through any health challenge? Okay. Health challenge. Okay, come. What can I do for you? Let me introduce you to a clinic whereby you'll be what? You get solution. And that's why in all my schools, they love me so much. During my MBA class, in my class, one of them wanted to go for American visa. I said, please come, let me coach you. How you can what? Meet the VO, the visa officer. And she came about 2 weeks ago. And we lectured her. I am the 2K, we lectured her. The first point I said, immediately you enter that place, open your antenna. Let your mind be working like a computer. Be seeing everybody at the point. Be seeing all the videos. They know the one you want to, that is issuing, that is in a good mind to give you. Because you'll be seeing it. I said the first thing is what? Let your mind be aware. Be conscious of your person at that point. But you only have that time. I said, if there is something in you that you want to discuss, like in your Lord, say, do that thing that is in you that you can do. And exactly what she did. And I said, show yourself as a, don't believe yourself. Americans don't want liability, they want assets. And that's why they see all their children from birth that they are assets to the country. That's why they take care of their children very well. And I gave her. And luckily, Andy also said, for that program we're going, try and pay, make payments. And she did. And she said, out of about 30 people on that line, they only give about 5. And she was among the 5. Wow. So who are you supporting? In your little way. In your space. It's not about, I want to sell. No. Life is bigger than that. This person might just connect you, and that one connect and turn your life around. Let's go. Rejection is part of the process. Don't take it personal. I've seen a marketer fighting somebody. They had to call me to the everyone there, but why you don't take it for shame? You are buying me, no, I'm not buying. What if you pay me? I have to call the marketer. Calm down. Take it easy. I've seen things in this one. I'm very funny character. I'm not kidding. There was one, I'll never forget that day. One fair lady, because they will know the lady. She used to go from that satellite town area. Fair, beautiful lady. She brought the check, 495,000. Then we used to sell land for 550. So how tries get 10% discount then? So 495. She now said, sir, this man gave me this check, 495,000. But said, before I drop it, I must come and see him somewhere. What? I would never advise you to go ahead. It depends on you. If you want to, fine. With your discretion. Thank you. Very good. So many. All right. Rejection is part of the process. Don't take it personal. Please, don't take it personal. But you might not be selling now. If you are consistent and you all these points we are giving you are adding knowledge, understanding the process, understanding your business, gaining knowledge, gaining traction, keep moving. One day Because everything will change. Everything will surely change. So, authenticity sells. And that was the very first I mentioned. Don't act on script. Eh? Don't act on what? Script. Be authentic. Let it flow. Natural. You have to be very prepared for everything. I remember, okay, I myself and you were talking on Saturday. So I did a lecture for the Union Bank, all the staff of Union Bank in Lagos Mainland about 2 weeks ago. So my slide, I was to share my slide, but because I actually on my system very late to boost my WhatsApp, I have a very large WhatsApp. So it took time. So the lady at the other end started sharing the slide. So she was just moving prop. Everybody had studied, I understood the lecture very well, and I was just catching up. Or else, to have become what? A serious one for myself. A flop, yeah. Alright, conclusion. And I mentioned something that day, today. There's this woman I know very well in Mushin. She used to sell catfish. During the years of selling catfish, she was able to buy 5 properties. All these old buildings. Old buildings. Demolish and renovate. And turn to mini flats. She has what? 5. Now she's retired from selling catfish. But can she beg anybody for money? That's not property catfish. You don't need to go to any school to learn property business. I told them that this Anthony here, Zenith Bank Anthony, after 2018, when we were selling the Mowe of Father scheme, that project, we met with all the bankers in that Zenith Bank. None of them bought. They were saying that bush, that forest, that mountain, that road, that Ibadan, that. The woman selling a car opposite the bank did what? Bought. She bought a plot of land for 550. How much is the land today? 5 million naira. She has started building her house, yes, almost through with her house. But people, the last time I went there, someone just asked me that. She was. That time they were saying that I'm buying Anthony. I remember that lecture I gave them that day then. This is Anthony. Don't you have anything in Anthony? Have you taken time to ask the landlord? Have you taken time to ask landlord in Anthony when they bought Anthony? We have one client, one old woman here, the pharmacy woman. Mr. Oduye knows them very well. They used to have one pharmacy around there. They told us how they came into Anthony here. And there used to be a road. Until they built that bridge, they now closed the road. So then they closed out, they now built this major road. And this place used to be a forest. In 1960s, in the 60s, there was nothing. And they came into where? Anthony. They are landlord in Anthony. You that you are just you're just waking up. You want to join them to buy. Nothing wrong in buying Anthony. But do you have the money now? Why can't you buy something there first? You can afford today. All of them there, they could afford the Mowe further. As at that time, we were selling a 2-bedroom package for 2.5 million. 3 years payment plan, interest free. While the 2-bedroom completed was 5 million naira. We started with 4 million. All of them, they could easily, those days, bankers were earning more money. Before the COVID period came. Land 550. Hello? 550. Just buy the land and just keep there. So that's that. So authentic, you have to be authentic in doing your presentation. Everybody can buy. How will I be able to get those points? Let me talk about the conclusion. Okay, let's start from the beginning for this.